Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. On today's episode, we explore the most important meal of the day. We are counting down the top five brunch/breakfast items on our list. All right, welcome back, everybody. We made it again. We're back. As always, please, before we dive, Randy, today's a big one.
It is.
One that's near and dear to my heart. We are doing the top five breakfast items/orders.
Yep. I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm excited for this one.
I think this one's going to be the most up for discussion. Not everything's going to be a full meal. That's just what my list is.
Sure, and it doesn't have to be a full meal. I think when I was going through and thinking about the list, I thought about what do I order when I go to a restaurant or when I go to brunch. What are the things that I look for on the menu right away? No, let's start with your list today. Number five.
Okay.
What is your number five?
So, first off, I do love breakfast, but I feel like it changes all the time. My order changes all the time. It's really dependent if I'm feeling great in the morning, if I'm feeling like a daisy, if I wake up a little hungover, I want something a little bit different. So it all really depends on your mood, I feel like, at least for me. So I would say my fifth go-to would be pancakes. I do like maple syrup. I do like butter. It could be blueberry. It could be chocolate. No banana. I don't love sweet breakfast, but I do like pancakes. I feel like they're a good go-to.
The problem with pancakes for me is that if I eat them at 8 o'clock, by 9:30, I'm hungry again. They just don't stick with me. So for that reason, pancakes don't show up on my list.
I guess you need like 20 pancakes.
But that's the thing. I can only eat like three. It just doesn't stick with me.
Yeah. So then what is your go-to, number five?
All right, so I'm gonna start slow and I'm gonna build. So, hey, guys, stick with me here. I promise it'll be worth it in the long run. My number five is black coffee and donuts. Every now and then, I don't do donuts every day. And like you, my breakfast changes drastically from the weekdays to the weekend. But I don't do donuts every day, obviously. But I do love to go out and just grab a donut and have some coffee.
That's like a quintessential Saturday for you, I feel like.
That or acai bowls, right? And acai bowls now, I'm gonna have to make them a runner-up because they didn't appear on the list. But chocolate sprinkled, and usually a long john in there, and preferably jelly filled, either like a lemon or a raspberry. Don't get after me for the lemon. I love lemon bars, lemon custard, anything lemon. Give it to me.
Okay, that's new. I wouldn't have guessed any of that. I feel like if I were to eat a donut, I like just like classic honey glazed donut. It's just the right amount of sweet. Should have added coffee. Coffee for me is no question. It's in all of these.
Exactly. I was actually going to start off with number five, and now let me throw in donuts as well. So
Good call. I like that.
thank
We
you.
both kind of went sweet.
We did, and we've had a couple of contentious ones recently. So let's. It was a good start. Good start.
Good.
Number four. What about you? What's number four?
I'm gonna look at my list because I can't remember everything. Croque Madame is going to be my number four. I just really love the combination of all of the things. If you've never had it before, it's ham and egg, bread, and yeah. I don't love eggs. I've like forced myself to like eggs over the years.
Oh,
So the
wow.
more things that are with the egg, the more I like the egg, if that makes sense.
Can you explain a little bit more what that is? I don't know what that is.
It's just really savory.
Quiche?
No, it's just all kind of like a sandwich, I guess, on a croissant. Some people do it on toast.
So I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay, cool. You should. What about your number four?
Four is a classic, hard to go wrong. Bacon, eggs, hash browns, simple, hits the spot. It's like funny story. One time I walked into, let's say, a Denny's, and I was young, and a waitress asked me how I would like my eggs, and I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, how do they come?" And she blatantly laughed at me.
There's a lot of different ways that you could do
Yes, over easy is my go-to. I've come to learn, but lay off the judgment, Denny's waitress.
it. Okay. It is her expertise, so she probably was just surprised you weren't ready to go. Ready to go.
Yeah, so we should do a catch up with that waitress. I should go back to that Denny's and bring her on the YouTube channel and see how she's doing.
Yeah, her and the woman who worked at Burger King who told me I looked like I ordered chicken sandwiches. That would be a great cameo.
Yes. All right, Randy, number 3.
It's huevos rancheros. Have you had that before?
Have solid pick. Really enjoy it. All the flavors mixed together, the combination, it just works.
Especially with the oozy egg.
Well, that's the best. Remind me, does it usually come with a poached egg, right? And then you can cut it open? If you're a restaurant and you give me my poached egg and it's completely solid, step up your game.
I don't know if they should be a restaurant if they're
I agree.
cooking poached eggs rock solid.
I agree, but it happens. It happens. But then you don't want to be that person to send it back because they rub it on the ground and they throw it in their shoe and then they put it back on the plate and give it to you. So you don't want to be that guy either.
For the record, neither of us have ever been waiters or waitresses. Have you?
I have not. And
So we actually don't know how it goes, but we're just speculating. We appreciate it.
For sure. I'm just kidding around.
Yeah, what is your third favorite?
It's interesting, and I think we've had this conversation before. Number 3 for me is biscuits and gravy. Very simple, but if you have good biscuits, you have good gravy, it can be delightful. Add some black coffee with it. It's really hearty though. But biscuits and gravy, it just hits the spot when I have it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to screw up.
It's definitely a regional thing.
Is it?
I've never had biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, so I think a few of the items that appear on my list are not things that people typically gravitate towards on a menu.
Okay. Why is that?
Maybe I'm just adventurous, Randy. What about you? Number 2.
Number 2, so I feel like my last 3 were very much like I'm going to brunch or I'm having a late breakfast. I would cook pancakes myself. I wouldn't cook the other 2 myself. That's like something I would order out. Give me a croissant. It could be cold, it could be warm, and like a side of bacon, and I'll be just as happy. So that's my number 2. I would just eat it anytime.
It's similar to my 4 and 5. Yours is just a little bit higher on the list.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, but I always will grab a croissant on the go. And if you just add a side of bacon, I mean, bacon makes it all better. So how about your number 2?
Number 2. This is one of those, I think it's divisive. You either like it or you don't like it.
Okay.
But it's chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles.
I love
That's
chicken
a good one.
and waffles.
That's a good
I've
one.
had it at a Michelin star restaurant.
Whoa.
How are you doing? No big deal. It changed my life. And I was one of those people initially that would scoff at it. Chicken and waffles just don't go together. Changed my life. If you haven't had it, give it a shot. I totally agree if you try it and you don't like it and you never want to do it again, but it's definitely worth the try because I was skeptical. It's my number 2 now.
I do like chicken and waffles. I feel like that's one of those dishes you have to try every restaurant you go because it's a little bit different.
Definitely a lot of variation to chicken and waffles.
Mm-hmm.
The flavor of the maple syrup, if you use maple syrup on it, the crisp on the chicken, the seasoning on the chicken, the fluff of the waffle, the recipe of the waffle, so many variations. Everything goes into it. You got to get it right, but it's delicious. Give it a shot.
Fluff of the waffle. That's going to be the quote of the day.
Yeah, guys. Ask when you go into a restaurant. Ask about how fluffy their waffles are. They'll love it. You ever been out to brunch with people or breakfast? You order one thing and the person next to you orders something different, and you're immediately like, why did I not order that?
This happens to me all the time. I just regret. That happened to me one time. Everyone at the table ordered breakfast burritos, and I just was really craving, I think, like a turkey club or something, because it was like just around that like brunch lunchtime. And once everyone got the burritos, I was like, damn it. That's a decision that I've regretted since.
It doesn't ruin your day, but it definitely sticks with you for a while.
Yes.
You're like, when do I get to eat again to remedy that mistake earlier?
Sometimes when it's hard to choose between an item, I feel like I'm like, what will I regret later? I should get that.
It's guys, it's stressful out there, and that's why we're giving you the top 5. So we'll take the stress out of it. Watch this video, go out to brunch.
Our list is a little all over the place, but
Little something for everybody. You have one perspective, I have another. One's right, one's wrong.
That's right.
And we made it to number 1, Randy.
Okay.
What's number 1 on your list?
I feel like now that I'm thinking through my list, they're all pretty much the same thing, just different forms. Number 1 dish would be eggs Benedict. So again, egg, English muffin, an oozy egg,
Hey,
ham, hollandaise sauce. I mean, yum.
don't sell this short, Randy. Eggs Benedict is my number 1 as well. Number 1 matched up. And don't sell this short. Eggs Benedict. Don't give me the plain Jane ham eggs Benedict though.
Oh.
Give me the crab cakes eggs Benedict.
Oh.
Give me the vegetarian asparagus eggs Benedict. Give me all of your Benedicts. Do not the old fashioned ham eggs Benedict.
Okay.
Another one of those items that you need all of these like little pieces to work to make it. Granted, it's hard to ruin an eggs Benedict completely, but you need a good hollandaise sauce. You need a good poached egg. Don't bring those solid poached eggs at me. Top 5 pet peeves. We'll do that one day.
Oh, that would be a great one. I feel like we're always peeved.
Learned through the always peeved. I've learned through this episode that poached eggs that, you know, when you cut them open, they don't ooze. Get them out of here.
Shoo them away.
Exactly. But I love the variety of eggs Benedict. Go ahead. I feel like I stole your thunder there. I got excited. You mentioned eggs Benedict. We matched up. I have feelings for eggs Benedict, and I just took over.
No, I love the passion. I love the passion. I wasn't trying to shortchange eggs Benedict. I was just kind of laying the groundwork. Obviously, you could spice it up to your point. You could do a few different things with it. If I'm going to have it, I feel like some sort of like breakfast potato on the side is a good addition.
Yes, you're speaking my language.
Yeah, so we've come a long way in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, that would be my first pick.
Guys, the therapy's working from the top 5 candy.
Yeah.
But please comment below while you're watching this. Where did we get it right? Where did we get it wrong? We didn't get it wrong, but you know, you're welcome to your opinion. Comment what your go-to breakfast items are. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.